Okay, so I've got a few stories that I hope you'll find encouraging. I'm going to tell them over these next 3 weeks. Suzanne and I got into student ministry not just to reach students. What we wanted to do was influence students to live the rest of their lives with the mindset of their missionaries in their place of work, in their communities, in their homes, wherever God calls them to. And so a couple of weeks ago, we were having dinner with some of our former students, and they were just sharing with us some of the things that they've seen happen in their places of work that I hope you find encouraging. One is one of our former students, Katarina, and she is now works for the large Fortune 500 company, and she's a team leader. I think she has 8 or 9 employees underneath her. She's done quite well. She works all in French, and all of her team is scattered. This is the way work goes these days. All of her team is scattered all over Europe and India. None of them actually live in France, but they all work in French. And she's gotten to be good friends with 2 of her coworkers that are from India. And just a couple of weeks ago, we have something called Carnival. It's a holiday here, and she was trying to arrange all the work schedules and coverage for Carnival holiday. And she got into a conversation with one of her Indian coworkers, who's become a pretty good friend of hers via long distance and via Zoom. And their coworker asked her, she goes, Katarina, what is this carnival? And Katarina said, I just knew it was an opportunity to bring up Jesus. And she said, well, as Christians, it marks 40 days. It's the day before 40 days before the Easter. And then she asked her coworker, she said, do you know what Easter is? And the girl's like, I've never heard of this Easter. What is it? And Katarina got to explain to her about Jesus dying on the cross. And then she said, because she knows this girl's into Bollywood and stuff, she goes, get this. The best part is, he didn't just stay dead. We Christians believe Jesus rose from the dead, and that means he overcame death and sin. And the girl was just like, oh my gosh, I've never heard that before. And then her other Indian coworker jumped in and is like, wow, I've never heard that before either. I knew like Jesus had holes in his hands, but I didn't know anything else about this resurrection. And they just had a great time talking through Jesus and what it means that he died and rose again for our sins. And I love it. I love it because Katarina is an example of what we want to see is people coming through our ministry, being trained and equipped, and then sent into their workplace to be missionaries in their workplace. So I'll share another couple stories here in the next few weeks, but I hope you find that encouraging because you've been a part of that. Thank you.